You just mentioned the AHA getting on board with your guidelines, and that is just clear-cut evidence that you've been so much more than just a plant-based advocate. I mean, you really have been somebody who's been pushing the medical community forward. We're talking about proving, you know, help for diseases like asthma and lupus, MS, even cancer. I'm wondering, Dr. Fuhrman, if you can kind of give us a few examples, some case histories that would offer, such a learning message, so to speak.
I appreciate that question because I think people understand that you can lose weight and you could even reverse heart disease and diabetes by eating healthy and losing weight. But they don't see that you can reverse asthma and psoriasis and lupus and rheumatoid arthritis and mixed connective tissue disease. These are autoimmune conditions I'm mentioning. And even reverse early stage cancers. So yes, we particularly, and headaches. And I'll give you a few cases. One was a teenager, I think she was about 16 years old, with an advanced form of lupus on the National Renal Transplant list. And her parents brought her in and she followed the diet, and her creatinine was 4.2, which represents probably 90% of the kidney is shot, waiting for a new kidney transplant. Her kidney went back to normal, completely went back to normal. When didn't need a new kidney. So her lupus totally went away, was able to get off all medications and make a complete recovery. Next case was a young woman who dropped out of school because her headaches were so bad. And she was hospitalized in Brigham Young in Boston for experimental IV treatments to stop the seriousness of her headache because she was bedridden in such pain. But in any case, I told her that, these drugs suppress the toxins back into the brain. And the only way, if you want to make a complete recovery, is to wean off the drugs and put nutrients in the body. And as we wean off the drugs, headaches are going to come back. And you're going to have to deal with the headaches coming back for a month and not treat them. And give me 2 months of your life. You've been a year in bed and doctors can't help you. And so she made a complete recovery and became president went back to her senior year of high school. We became on the track team and had a successful college career. Now has kids and is in good health again. But I'm just giving, of course I've had, thousands of patients with psoriasis and people with metastatic cancers that have survived, didn't have recurrences is the major thing. Like, for example, one woman had ovarian cancer metastasized to her lung and with 4 liters of fluid in her lung called a collapsed lung, giving about 6 months to leave even with chemotherapy. And she's alive today, 27 years later. And I think that the chemo might have killed the bulk of cancer cells, but some stray cells and some stem cells escape chemo and could come back to kill you 10 years later, and people have recurrence. And there's really very poor long-term outcomes in these cases. And the cases that I've taken care of have had exceptionally unusual long-term outcomes because we think that the immune system, to reestablish immune surveillance, the stray cells that now survive that escape chemo, the immune system are able to take care of those and prevent cancer from coming back. So yeah, I have all these cases, and what I'm saying here is that some of the most pleasurable and rewarding experiences of my career has been working with serious patients in an individual one-on-one basis and helping people achieve full recoveries from these diseases, including a man who worked as a construction worker with ulcerative colitis. And he had carried around a toilet in his truck because he had to go to the bathroom 3 or 4 times an hour, 2 times an hour. He had bloody diarrhea. They hospitalized him and put him on steroids, and they didn't feed him for a while, and they wanted to cut his colon out to remove his colon because he was intractable colitis. This guy, I said, well, you could always take your colon out, but why don't you give what I'm saying a try? So he left the hospital and came and lived in my house in Flemington, New Jersey. That was before my daughter, Kara, was born. So he was living upstairs in that room, in one of the bedrooms. And I, obviously weaned him off steroids, had him not eat for a period of time, like a week or so, and then just fed him like a slurry of zucchinis and blended salads and vegetable juices, and built back his health and restored his colon. And he made a full recovery from his colitis and kept his colon. Which reminds me of another case who was taking medications for his ulcerative colitis, and he developed testicular cancer because the medications increased risk of cancer. So we followed the program. I got a hold of him as And we got him to really do this program, a very strict version with sprouts and really doing a good job. And he got rid of his testicular cancer, went away with no treatment. When seminoma went back to normal, and his ulcerative colitis went away at the same time. He was completely recovered. So I've had so many of these cases that really, rejuvenate you as you're in your career, because you feel so emotionally satisfied from being able to help these people.